Alright, it's been a while since I've done an unscripted video. Usually all my videos are scripted. I think about my ideas, I research them, and I put a video out there for you all to theorize about or learn something new. This is different. This is born of my last video. So if you've already seen it, it's my video about the lore revelations of patch 7.4 and my own personal theories about where it's all leading us in 8.0. However, after I recorded my audio for that, after I finished the script and everything else, and as I was editing the video, an idea sprouted in my head. And as I finished the video, that just grew more and more and more until it was a gigantic tree. And even after I posted the video, that night, I was tossing and turning in bed with this idea flowing through my head and my mind would not shut up. So I'm making this video now because if I don't get this out there, my head's gonna literally explode and I need to get some sleep tonight. So here we go. I have a very, very bad feeling about what's about to happen. Now let me explain. We already have an idea of where 8.0 is taking us, but I think that we have missed something very, very important, and it's gonna happen in 7.5. Literally something extraordinarily bad is about to happen in 7.5 and we're not even going to see it coming. We're going to be standing there and the rogue is literally going to be pulled out from under us and we're going to splatter ourselves on the ground and we're going to be walking into 8.0 bloody and bruised. Now, not literally, but let me explain. It all starts with Halmarut and it ends with her as well. So it's this piece of dialogue that sprouted the idea in my head and it just grew from there. So, take a listen real quick.
For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
Now, I didn't miss this. It's always been there in the back of my mind, but it just grew from there. What the heck does she mean by that? For now that you failed, she's talking to Calyx at this point. Now, Calyx had a plan of trying to get the key from us through whatever means necessary. Now, at first, I thought Calyx was just being extremely efficient in his attempts to murder us in order to get the key. And they wanted the key for, well, his grand plan. Now, Halmarut is obviously aware of what his plan was. His plan had something to do with the Winterers, who Halmarut is a member of. For now that he's failed in his plan, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die. What the hell does that mean? Unless we change course. So, his plan was to take the key from us, he failed to take the key from us, and now we're set on a path which is more than likely to enable the use of the key in 7.5. But according to her, if we don't change our current course, the ninth reflection is going to die. I swirled it in my mind. What does that mean? Like, unless we change course, something's going to happen that we're going to cause. What is it? Is it the activation of the key? Will it have an adverse effect that we haven't realized yet? And this is how it began to swirl in my mind that I think we're in for a shock in 7.5. I think they're going to hit us with a bloody banquet 2.0. So if you go back to the end of A Realm Reborn, the final patch, we got the bloody banquet. It was a cataclysmic event that left us all going, oh my god, and we're literally a pariah. I think something's going to happen that we're involved in, and the result is going to be the death of the ninth reflection. I think we're going into 8.0 with blood on our hands. Well, not on purpose, we didn't do it on purpose, but I think whatever is going to happen, whatever this doom is that's going to make the worlds wither, it's going to begin with the death of the ninth reflection. So I think we're about to lose this world. We're about to lose this world and its people. They're going to die. I think that's what's going to happen. That's how it's going to usher in 8.0 with a disaster of cataclysmic proportions. The only thing we don't know right now is how or why. We know Halmarut thinks that the worlds are dying, and I tend to agree. I think the reflections are on their way out, but it's going to be marked with the loss of the ninth reflection. Now, the only question we have now is how. And I can think of one thing, and it actually contradicts my own theory regarding the ninth reflection, but I have to put it out there. Is it entirely possible that this reflection is going to rejoin to the source? Now, just let me reiterate what a rejoining is, first of all. So, in order to rejoin a reflection to the source, you have to change the aspect of the reflection itself to be heavily aspected to one particular element. Then you have to trigger a astral or umbral calamity on the source that will then allow that reflection, which is heavily aspected, to rejoin to the source. That's how they've done every rejoining up until the last one, which was the end of the 7th reflection. Now, the question is how? Are we going to trigger this by mistake? Is it going to be a lightning aspected event that we trigger on the source by mistake that causes this world to rejoin and fundamentally alters the source forever? Could that be the catalyst for us going to Mericidia because we fundamentally altered our world again with another calamity? Could it actually be the reason we're going to Blind Frost as well? Maybe there's not really much in Blind Frost at the moment, but that'll change when the 9th is rejoined. I just have a really, really bad feeling, and I'd like to get your opinions on this. This is why I'm putting this video out, that I feel that we're about to lose this world, and if we're not about to lose this world, something really bad is going to happen to it. And this is going to usher in 8.0. I have a feeling that the patch is actually going to show us this cataclysmic event, and FanFest is, if it releases before the patch, which we don't know whether it's likely or not, we might get the patch before FanFest, but FanFest will then show us this cataclysmic event in a teaser trailer, and we'll get some hints about it from the talk with Yoshi P and the developers. But that's what I feel like is going to happen. Everything feels too quiet. Everything is just going a little too nicely. It feels like the end of Endwalker, where everything was just like, oh, everything's calm now, everything's fine, we're gonna sail off to Terral, we're fine. This feels different. This feels like a Realm Reborn all over again. We're gonna get something really bad that's gonna usher in the next decade of Final Fantasy XIV. Like, the bad events that happened at the Bloody Banquet at the end of A Realm Reborn ushered our path to Ishgard and Heavensward expansion. The death of this world could usher us on another path entirely. So yeah, I'm interested in getting your opinion about this. Do you think she's right on the money? Do you think we're the ones to blame? Like, I don't want to think that, but it's entirely possible that we're the ones to blame.
Fast you must, as we press ever onward.
And think about this as well. Like, they know something's about to happen. She knows this world's about to die. She's been saying we're going to leave the 9th very soon because this world is going to die because we're not changing course. And the only course we're on is figuring out the key. I just can't shake the feeling. I can't shake it at all. Like, we're going to cause something. It's going to be by accident, of course, but in 7.5, there's going to be a cataclysmic event that's going to usher in everything else. They're going to open up this new chapter with a very, very severe bang. And I think the cost of it is going to be the 9th reflection. At first I thought we were going to be able to explore this reflection, but now I'm thinking we got a tease at it. They've hinted at it. We've gotten a little acquainted with the people of Treno, who may or may not be the last vestiges of civilization on the ninth reflection, but that reflection itself might actually just die in 7.5, either by rejoining or either whatever this withering effect is. So I'm just interested in your opinion about, do you think 7.5 is going to be something monumental, something for the record book, something that no player of FF14 is ever going to forget, because it's going to be so cataclysmic leading into the next chapter of this game's story for the next decade? Don't forget that. We're doing the next, this is their way of ushering in the next 10 years of Final Fantasy XIV. They'd want to do it with a bang. And I think this is the bang. I mean, what else could they do? What else would usher in the next 10 years? So I'm interested to know what you think about this theory, and if you have a theory of your own about what's going to happen, or maybe what the fate of this reflection is, let's have a talk about it in the comments. I'm personally happy now that I've gotten this idea off my chest. Maybe I'll get a bit of sleep tonight, and tomorrow I'll start talking about it in the comments as well, and hopefully theorize with as many of you as I can regarding what the heck is going to happen. Anyway, that's my idea of what's going to happen in 7.5.